I'm here with Justin Gaethje, who will fight for the interim lightweight title in January, kicking off the first, we're not calling it pay-per-view anymore, but the first numbered card of the year. When it was first presented to you, Paddy Pimblett, interim lightweight title, what was your reaction?
Yeah, I was thrilled, honestly. It was everything that I was asking for. I wanted to fight for a championship. An interim championship is not the same, but on paper it is the same. I get paid as a champion. And so, ultimately, this is my job, and so that's what I was fighting for.
There was rumor that you'd said if you didn't get a title shot next that you might retire. Was there any truth to that? And if so, is giving you this interim title shot kind of said, okay, I feel like I'm getting what I deserve now?
Well, I definitely, I got what I asked for. It was more my manager put me in that, but I probably said it, but it was, we're emotional beings, and we're petty. You don't get to where I'm at or where these fighters are at without being petty. I take things personal, and I thought I had earned something. And so I was trying to stand up.
And in terms of Paddy as an opponent, do you think he was the worthy choice? Because obviously Arman just getting a really good finish recently and being the #1 contender. Had you thought it might be Arman instead?
I honestly didn't even know that they were going to call me. So I didn't have any thoughts, or when they called me, they said, you're going to fight Paddy for the interim championship. And I said, absolutely. Would love to do that.
Well, forget the fight itself for a moment. Are you prepared for what a Paddy the Baddy fight week looks like in terms of all the kind of fun and antics that go with that?
It doesn't involve me, so I won't be part of that.
I don't know if you...
home, relaxed, cutting weight, eating good food, and mentally preparing for war.
And in terms of Paddy the fighter, obviously he's on a long winning streak. I think he got a lot of people's attention with his win over Chandler in his last fight. What's been your take on Paddy's rise and what challenge or the biggest challenge he may present to you?
Yeah, I love it. I love to see guys become very popular, especially from different parts of the world. This is a great opportunity for me to not take what's his, but showcase against a very talented, popular fighter who I am. Everyone knows who I am and what I am, but I just got to go out there. You're only as good as your last fight, and it was a late replacement, so people are a little bit critical of that. And before that, I got knocked out. So I just love the challenge. I love the opportunity to inspire people, and if I can go out there, beat Paddy, beat Ilya, to be the most inspirational thing that I think this sport has ever seen, and I'm trying to do that for countless people, so that's my goal.
Ilya, the champion, obviously got a lot of beef with Paddy. He even tweeted, I don't know if you saw it on X, he basically said, win your next fight, Paddy, keep your hands up and your chin down. Do you get a sense from that he obviously thinks like Paddy might be the one that would be the next opponent for him, or the one he wants to face next? Did you see that?
I did see that, but I did not think about it.
No, but in terms of like getting you to spoil the party is what I mean.
Yeah, I'm gonna Khabib and Ferguson the shit out of this thing.
How much are you motivated by the interim title though? And I ask that again only because for Paddy this is completely new. He's never had a belt in the UFC before. The interim titles are new, a big thing. Like you say, you've had it before. So is that hunger still there, the same for you? Or is it more just that step towards the undisputed opportunity again?
Every single one of these is a traumatic life experience, and it's, there's no matching the high or the low of winning or losing this sport. And it kind of ruined other parts of life, but no, I am so hungry, and I've never felt more alive than when I feel in it. I will miss it when it's gone, and I think I truly love it more than most.
Are you allowing yourself to think about that yet? When you said when it's gone, you're not anywhere near that yet, are you?
No, but it's not the beginning. I'm 37 years old. There's no, I'd be a fool to think that we're just getting started here. The end is near.
What does a fight with Paddy look like? Obviously, we know his grappling skills. Your knockout power is insane. We don't see enough of your wrestling, maybe, but how does it all play out?
My wrestling. Every time I stop them from taking me down,
that's true.
Definitely half of wrestling is takedown defense. I got great numbers, statistics-wise, when it comes to takedown defense.
Where do you take this fight?
I'm keep it standing, obviously, but ever since Charles Oliveira took me out, my second loss for a championship, I've been grappling my ass off. So I'm not scared to go there. I'm not going to go out there and look to engage in wrestling or grappling, because I think my skills on the feet are obviously better than his. I think he might be a little bit more dangerous than me, but I'm skill-wise I'm better. His aggression and funkiness is something that I'm gonna have to figure out, and it's gonna have to figure out early.
And when he says Scousers don't get knocked out, what do you say to that?
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Have you allowed?
I will try to test that theory.
Have you allowed yourself to think ahead to once you win, if you get the win, Ilya? No thoughts?
Nope, I've said it before, I don't ever plan on being alive after the fight, so if that's how it ends, that's how it ends.
Well, I guess I guess that's exciting for the fight. But I want to ask you as well, just the last couple of questions here. The UFC have called upon you to headline this first event on their Paramount deal 2026. That's pretty huge. What does that say about you and the UFC's, what they think of you?
Yeah, no, I absolutely am so thankful for the opportunity to do that. I mean, this is how many fights have I had in the UFC? 12, 13, 14, I don't know. But I've been main event 9 or 10 times. And I fought the top 5 every single time except for one of those 12 fights, 13, whatever, how many fights. I've been up there, I've challenged for the belt twice. I've won the interim championship, I won the BMF belt, and I'm still here. And there's a reason I'm still here, it's because I'm one of the best in the world. If they could have got rid of me, they would have got rid of me, but I continue to, I beat Fiziev twice, one of the best strikers in the division, and I continue to prove that I'm one of the best in the world, and I'm going to do that on January 24th.
All right, we cannot wait. And I just want to ask you as well, they're going to announce, and obviously we won't put this out until they do, they're going to announce Charles Oliveira and Max Holloway for the BMF belt, a belt that you've held before. What do you think of that matchup?
Yeah, I love it. Love it. Yeah, I hope Max wins. I hope Ilya goes up, and then I can fight Max on the White House card and take the BMF belt and the championship.
Oh, there we go. And then finally, what's the fight that you really want to see in 2026? If you could just put together any fight, what would it be?
I would say myself versus Ilya Topuria on the White House card.
Nice.
Yep.
You heard it here first. Go well with your training camp. We cannot wait to see you open up the year in 2026. Thank you, Justin.
Have a good one.